Where'd it go? Just leave it rolling. So I wanted to tell a little story about Chimney Rock near Bayard, Nebraska that involves the family of John Brown. Yes, John Brown's body lies emolden in the grave, that guy. And his family, after the whole Harper's Ferry situation, crossed the Oregon Trail over to California in 1863 and 1864. And in the summer of 1864, they were here being led by Salmon Brown, who was not involved with the Harper's Ferry situation. And Salmon was taking widow Mary Brown, his little sisters, his wife, and his 2 toddler girls west, so that way they could get away from some persecution that was happening at that time because of their association with John Brown. And while they were here at Chimney Rock, they were camped on the north side of the river, and Salmon Brown decided he wanted to explore. In fact, he even climbed up as high as he possibly could, and he came back and relayed what the beautiful sight was. And how he did that is he bundled up his clothing, got down to his skinnies, put his clothes up on his back, and swam across the Platte River, at this point the North Platte River, and he came to explore. Now, while he was exploring back in camp, his wife was getting a little nervous because in camp there were people from Missouri. And these people from Missouri were very vocal about their political stance and their belief that John Brown perhaps started the entire Civil War. So they had some very strong words about these people in the family, in John Brown's family. And word had just gotten out that their family was on the trail. And so this left a really big opportunity for anyone with a vendetta or a grudge or just any kind of patriotism to the South at that point to say, we have an opportunity to get some justice out on the trail, or let them know how upset we are about what John Brown did back east. So Abby Brown was getting real nervous in camp, and she was praying because her husband didn't come back soon. It started turning dark, and she was looking for her husband because they wanted to get out of here. So these are fun stories that I get to explore in the book, Emigrant Tales of the Platte River Raids. And we're able to see them so clearly because we don't just look at one family's journey, we look at all the other people who were on the trail at the same time. So you kind of see like a 360-degree view of what was going on at that camp and that time. So my point to bring that up is because later on in the trail, those same Missourians that were saying negative things about John Brown's family figure out who they were on the trail. And because of their feelings against John Brown family, they decide this is the perfect opportunity for them to get their last little word in, or to get their digs in against this family. So they decide in the summer of 1864 that they are going to assassinate Salmon Brown and hurt the rest of his family out on the trail where no one's going to know anything. What could happen to the bodies? They could disappear. They could do whatever they wanted, and there's no law, right? We're in the wild, wild west at this point. So once that plot gets revealed to Salmon Brown, he has to take his family in their 3 dilapidated wagons and run for his life. And they run from southeast Wyoming due west, in this case, towards Idaho. And it's not where they originally intended to go, but they'll go anywhere as fast as they can to get away from these Missourians that they, I believe, first met right around here. If that story interests you and you want to know more on what happened and did they get them and all of that, pick up a copy of Emigrant Tales of the Platte River Raids, and I'll answer all of those questions for you and maybe get you thinking and wondering about some more questions you might have. Thanks for joining.